as we'll see Deshaun Watson and the New England Patriots.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after the national championship games that he and Clemson played against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be second down.
Tanner Muse on the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On first down, Hutchins. And then he goes with a juke. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Brings up third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Patriots.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third and
Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right back to him on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jet 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship At 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down.
Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Number 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Jamison Crowder. A gain of 9 yards.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Jones on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Here's Darnold.
At the Patriots' 30-yard line.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down throw. Watson going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Watson. And that'll be caught by the tight end Keene. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings
from the gun, here's Watson. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Patriots 17, Jets 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Keanu Neal brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second and
they'll try the left side. Hutchins. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Watson, and he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10, Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 26-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17. Jets 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Good.
23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. Jordan Howard, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for him as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 21-17, the final score. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Open man is Ross, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
It's 20. Jets 10.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Darnold's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Hutchins fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Number 21.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down, Hutchins. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Morales. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Back now in Foxborough.
Jets.
We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, Hutchins. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Makes the score Patriots 23, Jets 10.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 29-yard line.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Darnold. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 23, Jets 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Hutchins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Number 41.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New York.
Here's Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to James.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
A gain of 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Darnold now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Jets 16.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Patriots, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the